right time.
Like that A&R, like.
Like, I like the way moves. One of them songs that ain't going nowhere. That's a Black Wedding song. Like, it was the original co-host.
They say like the best records were made back in the day because niggas was heartbroken and all that.
The one that brings, the action,
The one and only.
One and only for sure.
How you didn't know that Casey and JoJo came from jokes?
Yeah, I'm fucking about no goddamn case.
Well, you should know that. You should.
I'll be gone for a minute, but no, I kind of feel like it's fucked up. Everybody cheap out, fucked up.
Everybody loved him, bro. Now everybody like, what?
Then we got the infamous, the one that's always here. Boy, Pearl Setti. Me.
That shit has 27 tracks on that motherfucker. That's what is it, Marley? Two albums today. And a bonus song. And a bonus track. That nigga popped up 27 songs on an album. That's some Michael Jackson shit.
One that keeps strong. Boy, crack.
So nigga, fuck your bitch, bro. I'm just
It was
saying.
a lot too, but the result was very pleasing. What's good? What's good? We back on Hip Hop Raised Me podcast. This week's topic: trap. That trap music,
You're
that good old trap music, that Gucci, that Jeezy, that
last time I checked, I was the man on these streets.
all that T.I., that Future, that Migos, Moneybagg Yo, that ATL official sound, that New Age Memphis sound,
Yep.
that trap music,
From the
man.
artists to producers with this
Ooh.
episode, so we're gonna get into a little bit detailed of our personal thoughts in
Man.
regards to the aspects of the trap.
And it's crazy. Trap music has had a long run for a subgenre too, if you think about it.
Yep.
It started,
Definitely.
T.I. dropped the album Trap Music in 2003, but to be honest, trap music was going around before that.
hmm
It just didn't have a title to it. It was more like the street of southern rap.
Yeah, like yeah.
But like the old Cash Money, old No Limit, the UGK,
Yeah.
the Able and JG, even like Project Pat, 3-6, they was talking, it was like the same subject matter. The beats was like this undeveloped of what we have going forward
Got you.
back then. But I feel like that was like the southern
So
street.
to give a clarity, what would you consider trap music? Because would you consider trap music? Because I believe that there's two aspects of the trap genre. There's lyrically, where you talk about the trap, and there's the trap beats on both
I
of
feel
those
like it has to be a
aspects.
mixture of both.
Yeah,
It can't, because you talking about this, everybody rapped about the trap. New York, when New York came with gangster rap, like
Mhm.
Jay-Z was without, he rapped
you
about
can't
the trap.
yeah, but
it
you
was
can't
New
consider
York.
that a trap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
New York streets. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's that sound
Has to mix with the lyrics.
with the lyrics. It has to have that chemistry together.
Yeah.
Like it can't just be one, because you got R&B on trap music now,
Definitely.
on trap beats. I should say you got pop songs that are based off of
Yeah.
trap beats, like.
You
'Cause
got
it's
niggas
been a-
singing about being in the trap and
That
selling
part,
work.
trap and soul is another song genre
Yeah,
that came
trap
from
soul,
trap music.
yeah,
Yeah, trap and soul,
definitely.
yeah. And that's like the R&B side of the trap. Basically, they say hood nigga R&B.
Yep.
It's trap soul, but that's from trap
For
music.
sure, for sure. We listen to Bryson Tiller.
Oh man, that
That's
first
that,
album
yeah.
is classic right there. That first Bryson Tiller album, cause it was a sound that we never
Yeah.
heard before, and it sounded good. That's like, it was a sound we never heard, and it sounded good. So artists, if you listening, if you watching, peep that. Something that sound good that we never heard before is a key ingredient.
That makes
Something
you
that sound good that we never heard.
The one that makes you intrigued and keeps listening and keep going to the artist industry and going to their discovery. That's something that you that you have to look for.
Yeah, about to give these boys a headache with that one, man.
That you
I'm
have never
thinking too
heard
hard.
before. But at the same time, something that grabs your interest.
That part. Man, let's get into this trap music episode, man. Like I was saying, like the southern rap had that sound already when it came to the street side, because you had other Southern rap that was more party.
Yeah.
Like you had the Lil Jon and Eastside Boys that was
Eastside,
out
yeah,
right before the
yeah.
trap music era. It was like Lil Jon and Eastside
That
Boys.
rowdy, yeah, that
crunk
yeah,
music.
That crunk, there you go.
There you go, crunk music.
Yeah.
And that's
Little
different from
scrappy,
trap.
yeah.
People was in there, I was like, nah, that's different from
Yeah,
trap.
that's definitely different from trap.
That was
Crunk
more for the
music
club.
Make you want to go fight.
Yeah.
Trap music make you want to go trap. It's definitely different.
It's a big difference. So yeah, like I feel like it started before that, which was Southern rap, like the Juveniles in New Orleans,
Yeah.
in Memphis, you had Able MJG. Then you got from that, you got Yo Gotti, Moneybagg Yo from there. You got UGA in Houston. You got kind of trap artists that come from there now. Like everybody come from Texas has a trap sound. This is something that's kind of different. Like Trader Truth has a trap sound. Big X the Plug from Dallas has a trap sound. His like a trap soul,
trap
kid.
soul, but it's a rap
Rap trap soul,
trap
yeah, something
soul,
different,
like,
but it has that trap to it.
How do you do? Yeah, how do you do shit? Rich Rob the biggest, the largest.
Yeah.
Added the beats be dope as fuck.
Beats do be dope because it's that soul with the trap elements.
And I like how we input and sample the old school beats, like the Whip It. He got a lot of old shit that was sampled. That shit, I like how we incorporate that shit for sure. And then it do, like you said, it sound like a trap soul, but it's actually him rapping type shit.
That's how he caught my attention, low key. It was just like I was hearing the beats, how they was sounding, then his cadence and flow to him. That's how he caught my attention. I'm like, oh, who is this big nigga? This nigga, low key snapping. Only thing I say he's missing is making full songs.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he be gassing beats. I can listen like, okay, that's cool, but I can't get through a full album because it's like it starts sounding repetitive.
Yeah.
But I be hearing him like, I'm like, damn, he cool though. He got some shit.
Some singles, yeah. Single wise, that nigga, yeah, he was snapping. His last album, I was give it a 6.
It was like, it started sounding repetitive.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, but that's part of that trap sound too. Then like, you could say T.I. put the stamp on it with his album Trap Music. Then he kept it going for a little bit. Then he had to go mainstream with the trap.
Hey, who I be? Rubber Band, man. Man. Yeah, that.
And he gave you that full. That was what DJ Tump on the beats back then. Before we had the Zaytovens and Metros.
I'm about to say who did that? He made the
DJ
Rubber Band.
DJ Tump.
Rubber Band.
That's one of the original trap producers when it had a name to it. Him. Then Shorty Red did a lot of the early Jeezy stuff. And Drummer Boy's another one we gotta give credit to.
Yep.
Cause he did a lot of Jeezy's first album and these big singles.
He did a couple of Jeezy too. Yep. He did Jeezy's what was that one? That a lot of 103.
Yep. That Trap 101, Thug Motivation 101. He did some tracks on there and he did some tracks on that second album, Inspiration. Man, what's getting to Jeezy then, man? We right there on Jeezy.
That's my.
You can't talk trap without talking Jeezy. That first album, Let's Get It Thug Motivation 101 is like a trap. It's a trap classic. It's a Southern hip hop classic, and it's a hip hop classic. But it's a trap classic for sure. Like, I don't care what people think about Jeezy now. You can't discredit that album when it comes to trap music.
Shorty Ray produced some of them tracks.
Yeah, Shorty Ray did a lot of the tracks. And also Shorty Ray, I think Drummer Boy did a couple of singles though.
Mm-hmm.
Then Manny Fresh did the. Then what?
Then I'll go stack some more.
That's another producer that's low key part of that trap sound too. Is Manny Fresh because he did like the original with Juvenile and them. Like people think this back that ass up, but they had a lot of street shit on 400 Degrees album. Like Hot Boys Guerrilla Warfare, they also had a song called Tuesday and Thursday talking about the police raiding and shit. That goes back to that, like, that's trapping right there. Yeah, like every Tuesday and Thursday we gotta be off the block, like. Remember forgetting Lil Wayne, our first album was The Block Is Hot.
The Block Is Hot.
The Block Is Hot.
For sure.
That goes back into like the South already having that trap.
So I'll say Jeezy he carried the trap sound and the trap name on his back.
He did.
I'll give it.
I feel like that album. I feel like that album kind of certified the stamp for trap music. Like, this is what trap music is supposed to sound like. Like, no disrespect to T.I., but it was like this is the certified trap music. Yeah, this is the trap talking. Yeah,
shit, the melting out birds, the process of the shit to. The shit that we niggas actually used to go through, like going through the whatever the motherfucking airline people is.
TSA.
The TSA. Yep. Like that actual shit, like T.I. shit, it had like the outcomes of the trap and shit. Like you had some of the shit.
T.I. had it, and like he hit all like if you check the box, he hit all the checks on the box to be trap music. But Jeezy was more first person, put you there, detail with that first album, that Thug Motivation 101. Like it made you want to go. Like T.I. was like a good listen, but it didn't make you want to go move no work. Jeezy had you go grab your see what you had cash up go re up on some work off that first Jeezy album. Like he said, it's Thug Motivation. Like the title speaks for itself.
Wait, hold on. What I'm about to say, I know that Go Crazy wasn't on that Thug Motivation.
Yeah, Go Crazy was on there.
The one with him and the remix
Yeah,
with
him and Hov?
Jay-Z?
Yeah,
Oh
like,
my
come
God. That nigga Jay-Z went crazy on that motherfucker.
That's hey, Hov knew that
The
track shit was.
Mariana, the Marriott.
Hov knew he had to get on that.
If money talks, the whole world about to hit me out.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all part of that trap foundation, like that T.I.'s trap music, Jeezy's Let's Get It, Thug Motivation 1. Then you got Gucci Mane's Trap House 2005. And that's another one that's really part of that. Those three albums right there is like the foundation of trap music right there.
And that's the one with Lemonade.
Nah, that's before that.
That's before Lemonade. All right,
Yeah,
so that's the
a
one
very,
with
very
Bricks.
Freaky Girl, Bricks, and all that.
Bricks. All white bricks.
Yeah.
All 10 bricks. And shout out OJ the Juice Man too.
OJ, man,
Hey!
that's a real die-hard trap music artist right there. Like, you talk about making trap music, like his main song is quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick.
Hey!
Quarter pound, half a pound, whole pound. Hey!
Okay!
100 pills, 1,000 pills.
The major way!
Come on. That OJ the Juice
Man,
Man.
Gucci Man, make the trap. Hey!
That's a whole. That was like when we saw the trap, we knew we had some because like T.I. and Jeezy went mainstream at that point, and Gucci was doing trap music, but he was doing like big singles at the same time, like Very Freaky Girl and Is You Rollin'. He had shit like that,
Yeah,
and like when he dropped OJ, it was like, damn, this is the trap. Like this nigga is fresh out the trap house.
Yeah.
Like man, he still got some weight on him right now in the booth.
Right, he got the fees pulling up right now. Yeah, I got it. You need to have. All right, for sure. Give me like 10 minutes. Let me lay this verse real quick.
That's how his music sound.
I'm gonna be on my way. Back that. Then he start rapping. Fiends hitting phone. Got it going 10 minutes.
It's like you got the damn trap in the studio. That's how his music sound.
My baby mama too. Flip a pound, get a nigga, get it.
Then you had like the Waka Flocka too.
No, yeah.
That came after that era, like that era with the trap sound. But his was more like
His is more. I'll say his is more
a crunk trap.
Yeah. Like a mix of the genre though. Like you know, there's two separate genres, but he was able to kind of mix that shit.
Yeah, yeah. You can hear it too, cause like let's do
like
it.
That. Yep. That. Oh, let's
Dude,
do it.
and like a crunk feel too.
And that I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga.
Cause the beat, Lex Luger did his shit on the beat, but like
nigga.
that still don't get you hype like crunk music do. Like it's trap music, but it get you that feel like crunk music do. Like
yep, it got
niggas
that bounce
jumping up and
like
down in
that.
the club, and all
Yeah.
that. Like you said, got that bounce to it.
And them ad-libs too.
Oh, the ad-libs is crazy.
Them drops in it too.
Yup. Lex Luger.
That nigga Lex Luger.
That was one of those, like, when the trap music was stamped like that, he's one of those original producers. Like, that's kind of stuck with it. He never went mainstream really either.
And my nigga he produced some of the Wiz
Cabin Fever, the Cabin Fever.
my nigga Lex
Cabin
Luger.
Fever.
And he did the Taylor Gang too.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
Taylor Gang.
Alright, so we had a little debate on social media about who is the real OG of trap music. Not who's the first person, but who's like the OG of it. T.I., Jeezy, or Gucci.
Well,
That's what everybody
I
gonna
would
say.
say the OG of it, what got is Jeezy.
I agree. I say Jeezy, cause I feel like
But T.I. started it, but Jeezy is the OG of that shit though.
yeah.
Jeezy is the OG. He carried that
Because
shit.
even
on
when we
his
talk
back.
about all three of those albums, I feel like his was the most detailed trap album. Out of all three of their albums, like
Shout out to my nigga Gucci. Shout out
And I
to
feel
my
he
nigga
branded
Gucci.
it better
he
too.
branded because his singles was trap songs. Like T.I. singles, remember Bandmaker was like the third or fourth single. It was 24s. Then it was, hey, let's get away with Jazzy Faye. Then I think he had another song before he dropped before Rubber Band Man. Then he got that, like, okay, this nigga talking that shit.
Yeah, don't he have that You Don't Know Me?
That was on the next album.
Then it was that,
You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have a lot of big trap singles.
yeah.
Like, Jeezy's,
Yeah.
it was boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, come on.
I say after T.I.'s first album, when he dropped that paper, not the Paper Trail. Yeah, I'll say the Paper Trail, when he came with that rapper for the hell of it.
He killed
Never
that
have to celebrate again, must I tell a bitch again. That bullshit out, I'm dressing bitch, I'm on some next level shit. That nigga was gassing that motherfucker. But he started that, but Jeezy, yeah.
I feel like when it comes to like that trap, Jeezy's like, his singles was trap songs.
Jeezy, Gucci's like the uncle. You know, Gucci for sure did his shit with the trap game, but yeah, that nigga Jeezy for sure. But I ain't gonna lie, that versus Gucci man.
Hey, I feel like Jeezy had him until Gucci did what he did. Jeezy had after that shit don't even matter no more.
We go, yeah, bro. We would have to end that shit.
Like,
Bro.
I
would have let him perform that. Nah, you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't been able to perform that. Then that nigga was like, damn, he dead.
And the different, like the difference between Jeezy and Gucci too is like Jeezy came big at a time where albums was, and we were going to the store buying the albums still. Like his first album, niggas bought. Niggas had the full cover and everything off the store.
I wish you did. They didn't do a full album, huh?
They did. Like Jeezy had a full album. It was bought in the store when it first came out, right?
No, I'm talking about Jeezy and Gucci.
Nah, they said that So Icy song.
Yeah, they had a song, but I was
that's
like,
what shit was left after that.
Man, that would have been one of the greatest trap albums.
And Zaytoven produced the song they had. That So Icy is produced by Zaytoven.
That would have been one of the greatest trap albums, boy.
That's part of the reason they fell out. What was the song? What's going on? Was the song So Icy's part of the reason they fell out because Jeezy's coke went out and Gucci was trying to do shows and Jeezy wouldn't do the shows and shit. They caused some tension.
That shit trash.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll say Jeezy's like the OG of it though. Like you said, Gucci be the uncle. T.I. like the founder father. You know, he put the name on it.
Who else was on the list?
It was just them three.
Oh, just them three. Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even think of nobody else put on the list to be honest.
Yeah, you ain't got nobody.
Because like that group
yeah,
right there, like,
just, yeah.
Hey, but I feel like everybody else got it from them.
And all three from Atlanta.
That part.
So, who was the,
Oh, on the vote on the polls?
Yeah.
So on Instagram, it was Gucci.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew it was going to be
You got more,
Gucci.
I feel like you got more YNs on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing that with posts. I put it on Threads, I put it on Instagram. I got more other people on Threads. On Threads, it's actually T.I. It came close between T.I. and Jeezy, but it was actually T.I. because
They have to
he gets the credit because that trap music album.
Interpret the question. Who was the first one? It ain't who the first one.
Who's the OG of it.
It's who's the OG of it. Just because you the first one, yeah, you an OG, but the OG, actually, you got to put in work to be considered the OG. Unless you just a nigga from the hood that just been from the hood for a long time. You ain't considered OG if you ain't put in no work.
Yeah. Cause the only person that probably come close to them is like Yo Gotti, but I feel like he didn't get he was out around that time, but he didn't get noticed till after. So like I can't really put him up there with him.
And he changed his style really.
Yeah.
I say he did. He changed that trap style.
Like we know him coming up for the trap style, but he's known for like his commercial shit.
Yep.
Like them three, they made a name off the trap.
Their commercial shit is the trap.
Trap, yeah. Yeah, let's move it up to date though, man. Like Future. We talking about challenge. That's first come to my mind is Future. We talking up to
Dirty
date.
Sprite 2.
I'm going to let you go into
March,
detail that one.
March Madness. You got when he first the Tony Montana. You got the Astro, the Pluto mixtape, the first one. He definitely dropped that. Yeah, he definitely was the first pinnacle after the Gucci and the Jeezy era that actually made a sound and carried the trap sound into a mainstream sound as well. Even this music that he make today, it still has that trap sound. The most recent one that he dropped was a trap sound. Brazier. Made My Bitch Faint. All that shit was trap sound, but at the same time, he was still rapping about relevant subjects on that motherfucker. So my favorite personal one from that nigga would be definitely Dirty Sprite 2, because personally, we lived that shit. Like, we was living that shit. I would be in the trap in that motherfucker, banging that motherfucker. So Dirty Sprite 2, I would say that's my favorite trap album.
I feel like Future, Dirty Sprite 2, that's his biggest street album. Like, it don't matter about sales,
I just fucked your
status,
bitch. It's some Gucci.
that's always gonna be like his and most impactful album. I should say that is Dirty Sprite 2.
That nigga that sounds like an album where he'll do some shit and he'll go rock about it, and that's exactly literally nigga. He tried to get Scottie Pippen's autograph.
Yeah, that's a crazy story though, bro.
Scotty denied that nigga. That nigga's like, all right.
Hey, now why niggas be treating Scotty like Jordan now?
Cause Scotty said
Like, shut up, or fuck your bitch, nigga.
Scotty goofy.
Another thing about Future that people don't mention, he's kind of responsible for the trap soul sound too.
Yeah,
Facts.
Like, yeah, like he really like.
Especially when you know he capable of writing songs like the one he wrote for Beyonce.
Drunk in Love. Like he wrote
And
Drunk in Love.
Sierra's biggest hit.
Yep. So imagine if
And
he
some
would have sung
Sierra
them.
songs.
Man.
Then like even some of his
Turn
shit,
off the
like
lights.
you forget to mention the
I'm
Hendrix
looking
album.
for.
What genre does the Hendrix album come under?
Yep.
Trap soul.
Yep. That's facts.
Yeah.
That is facts.
It's trap soul, but I feel like it's like even like his big commercial shit, like Trophy, was it Trophy with him and Kanye?
Yep.
That's a trap soul song.
Yeah.
He had the shit we had with The Weeknd.
Yep.
Definitely
The
trap soul.
Yeah, that's definitely trap soul. Like,
Oh, them so I took my bitch into a poor house.
definitely trap soul.
Took my bitch into a poor house. What? I'm talking Vegas nights.
Yeah. Another thing like from the new age is Migos. That's another one that gets a lot of credit for the trap sound. Up to date is the Migos. Rest in peace,
Rest in
Takeoff.
peace, Takeoff. That nigga was the dopest.
That was the best rapper out the
Who,
group.
me? Takeoff? Never give a fuck about no some shit like that. That nigga was gassing that shit though. That Hotel Lobby, even before all that shit.
Yeah, but Bad and Bougie, that's their biggest industry hit, man.
It
That's the
look
one
like
that's
I was
never
left
go
off Bad
away.
and Bougie.
Like Batman. Then man, I'm glad this next artist is Thug. I'm glad Thug home.
And they had free Thug. I ain't gonna lie. When he first came out, and then he started to beef with Wayne, it was kind of I don't know.
I didn't rock with him when he first came out. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Thug, when he first came out,
Because he was gay and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to edit that though.
you know,
That's why I didn't want to say it.
Nigga was wearing
I was trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
I really
he was wearing the dress and shit. Then like it took me a while, bro. It took me. I
He knew the
some
sizes.
YNs that put me on his music. I'm like, really forced me to listen to. I'm like, okay, damn, he actually.
Then
got
I'm
some talent.
then I'm start listening to him like, all right, I got past that shit, and I'm like, all right, yeah, he actually do make some good ass music.
Then as a producer, I was paying attention to his hooks.
Mm-hmm.
When he had the dress, like he was doing the shit for T.I., like the Lifestyle record.
Even the shit he did with
Rich Homie Quan.
that too, but with Dipsy.
Nipsey, yep.
Yeah.
Shit on Nipsey on Slauson too, yep. That shit was hard. Like I was seeing that part too, the artistry part of that, how he was doing hooks. I'm like, damn, he actually, this dude got something like different that's needed in the game where you gotta call Thug for that. Like,
Yeah.
I need Thug to do this part.
Yeah.
I need Thug to lay this verse. I need Thug to lay this hook. He has a unique sound.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another one that kind of responsible for a trap soul sound too, that kind of helped create that trap soul sound.
And I'm glad
Big pivotal moment when he came.
Yeah,
And,
big people.
and he transitioned.
Rich homie too. Rich homie
He
too.
was sounding
Yeah.
like Wayne at first.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was sounding like Wayne, but he did transition to where he's now he got a whole new sound to where it sounds like him.
I feel like he's part of that first era of hearing artists when they're not fully developed. And I feel like when we first heard him, he wasn't all the way developed. And who was he getting developed by? Cash Money. So
yeah, that's what he got.
they trying to make another Wayne at that time. Listen, Wayne and Birdman falling out. So I feel like that was responsible for him sounding like a little bit like Wayne early on. And I feel like now, like last 8 to 10 years, he probably been hearing
Him.
him. You know what I'm saying? Fully developed up.
Yeah, check out. Got it. Check. I got it. Got it.
Yeah, because he just did a lot of big hits, street trap records, blessed Drake with records, like
He blessed a lot of people.
a lot of people dip, like
we read up the digits, we read up the money. We read up the digits, we read up the money. Yeah, I for sure we listen to that motherfucker before I gotta go to work and go make some plays.
yeah.
Nah, that's one of the motivational tracks.
Yeah. Then you got Travis Scott, another one responsible for elevating the trap sound right there.
Man, I'm iffy on that motherfucker.
Go ahead and speak on that.
Man, that shit, I won't call that. Is it? Yeah, you ain't rapping about no trap, really, nigga. Your sound is
early
just
on he was the rodeo album.
But that album really wasn't the album that got him on. It's this rock shit and all this shit.
Oh, that made
he's
him main.
fucking
It's that
doing
mainstream.
next.
Yeah, he's a rock
it's
star
the
now.
main
Yeah.
shit. So I can't respect the trap shit. It's all this rock shit.
I feel like he came in early on with the trap wave, but I feel like he became a rock star artist where he's not.
Yeah.
In the last
I definitely
5
agree.
years, you're gonna hear trap song on nothing trap in the last 5 years.
Yeah, hell
The last 5
no.
years, nothing trap.
Let that nigga perform one of them songs from Rodeo or something.
No, he's not. That's when he had shit with Thug, Future. He was working with all them. So he was on that wave. He was working with Quavo a lot. Remember him and Quavo had a project together. So he was on that trap vibe with them. But now, like you said, he's not performing none of that shit.
Hell no.
He got shit with The Weeknd
This
though.
nigga on WWE. Oh yeah, that wonderful time.
Yeah.
That
Like I said,
motherfucker.
The Weeknd got
Oh
shit.
my.
He performing that though.
Oh my, what a wonderful time. Been a minute since I pulled up outside.
The Weeknd's one of them artists that don't
Nah,
trust
that
when he does
nigga,
it live.
I'm not done on that nigga.
He's not done.
That nigga's a WWE star now, nigga. That nigga's he's not in the trap. He's in the ring.
He said he in the ring.
No, so he cannot be. No, fuck him. He's dope. I ain't gonna lie. He got a lot of fan base. I don't want them motherfuckers to come after me. I fuck with Travis Scott, but I do not, me personally, consider him a trap artist.
Alright, so we leave this for the people. Do we consider Travis Scott a trap artist or just a mainstream hip hop artist?
Let us know.
Let us know. Alright, let's move on.
What was you saying?
Oh, let's get into the producers of the trap. Like I was saying earlier, like T.I. had DJ Tump, Jeezy had Shorty Red, and Drummer Boy. Then Zaytoven was around back then because he did the song Icy Beat with Gucci and Jeezy, but he was doing a lot of Gucci shit back then that we wasn't hearing yet. But Zaytoven was already around. Then like Lex Luger came.
Yeah.
And when Lex Luger came, it was
I personally fuck with Lex Luger.
Go ahead, I'll let you go with that one.
Of Wiz, he did a lot of Wiz Khalifa music and a lot of Wiz Khalifa tracks, from the Taylor Gang to the Kush and Orange Juice album. He did a lot of Wiz Khalifa tracks to the point where I was going on YouTube looking up Lex Luthor beats, like trying to get those type of beats. It was him, Jolly Giuliano, around that time. Drummer Boy. Who was doing Waka Flockas?
That was Lex Luger.
Lex Luger. Look, see?
Yeah. Lex Luger, man, that Waka Flocka Hard in the Paint.
Juicy J.
Like, to me, that's one of the hardest
Oh yeah,
trap
the Juicy J.
The record band business. Yeah, they did the project together. That shit was dope as fuck. But like I was saying, Lex Luger, that Hard in the Paint and Waka Flocka.
Yeah, man.
That's one of the hardest trap.
He did Blue Money Fast?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yep.
I think I'm Big Meech.
I'm about to say which one. Cause Jeezy did not. Jeezy did. He dissed that nigga.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, you blow up Buddy Fast? Shit, I never knew. Oh, you falling out of fast? Shit, I never knew.
And you got even Southside from 808 Mafia. Did a lot of shit for Future, Thug, Drake.
Yep. I'm about to say he
Travis
did that,
Scott when he was doing trap music.
Yep.
That's another one. He did a lot of stuff recently. Now you got more like Take Key. There's a lot of trap music now.
Yeah, Take Key. I say,
Metro Boomin's always still there.
Yeah, Metro for sure. Especially the most recent shit that he dropped.
Yeah.
With Future.
Yeah. Them two albums they did together. Them back-to-back albums.
Boy,
then you gotta think about he did the Spider-Man soundtrack.
Oh yeah, damn.
So Metro Boomin's taking trap music to a whole nother level now, because it's
Yeah.
trap music on the Spider-Man soundtrack. It's all trap music. It's Travis Scott on there, Migos.
Oh, that's the one with the
Future.
Black Spider-Man. That's the Peter Morales.
Yeah, Future's
Yeah.
on the soundtrack, so it's all trap music.
Did I
produced
say
by
his
Metro
name? Peter
Boomin.
Morales. Is his name Peter Morales?
I think so.
Peter Parker.
No,
it's
something else.
the black
Black
one.
Yeah, he has a Dominican last name.
Yeah, yeah, Puerto Rican, something shit.
Now
Yeah,
we
black
can
something.
today's time, now we got the females doing their side of trap music.
Oh yeah,
The Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions,
and you
Lotto.
did. You broke down an interesting fact to me earlier today before we started shooting. Can you share it to the people? Because that shit, I definitely agree 100% with what you just. With
Oh
what you
yeah,
performed.
like man, like they write with the female, like even Sexy Red, like what she doing is female trap music, cause like niggas trapping in the streets, we gonna hustle, whatever, might be some work, some t-shirts, whatever.
Yep.
He trapping, right? Where's the female legally trap? Strip clubs, the Blade, or
They even
Busted
talking,
Days.
talking about drugging niggas, taking it.
taking their money. That's they trap. You know what I'm saying?
That's they type of trap.
It's tricking niggas to take them on trips and shit.
Yep.
That's they trap. And that's what they rapping about. And it's the trap beats with the same producers, nigga, the Metro Boomers, the
Just
Southsides.
no female.
It's
point
female
of
trap
view.
music. They even got trap, they call themselves trap queens.
Yep. Damn. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that statement. You do have the Glorrillas,
Yep.
Cardi B's, just as you said, Sexy Red,
Yeah. Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah, even some of Nicki shit.
Yeah,
Like,
Nicki shit is a lot of her shit is trap influenced early on, even today, because the trap sound. I feel like the trap sound influenced hip hop culture as a whole. I think we talk about this off camera too. Like trap music is the father of drill music.
Yep.
Like drill music came from trap.
It came
music.
from trap music. Drill music is what they're talking about after the trap went wrong, or when after
those niggas
somebody
that
hit
kick doors in the
somebody
trap.
hit somebody else trap, like get on the floor type shit, like killed the nigga and did the dash, got off on the bag, like that type of shit.
Because you look at Chicago rap before that, didn't sound like that.
Nope.
Like you had the Commons, the Lupe Fiascos, the
The
Kanyes,
Kanyes.
the Crucial Conflicts, the Twisters, Do or Die, and none of that comes close
You
to
got
sound
the
like
motherfucking what's his name? Damn, Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper, the
Yeah.
Cool Kids, all them. But it don't come close to like the trap music sound. You got drill music. It's totally different than on Chicago. That came from trap music. Like that's just Chicago's version of trap music. What's going on out
Shout
there?
out
And they
Chief.
trap. They don't more. It's more
Yeah,
grinder.
copy. Yeah, them little niggas was, they was tripping. Back in the day, cause we was on the West, we was always raised. Don't talk about the shit that you do.
Don't
you
shit
feel
where
me?
you
Don't
eat.
shit where you eat. Don't shit where you stay. We always was talked about. Don't do that shit. So on our side, we never produced no music like that. Like you feel me? We ain't never talked about our own personal drills or our own personal, you feel me, trap experiences. But if you go over there, them niggas don't give a fuck. Hey, I get caught. Nigga, that nigga Lil TK did a song called The Race, and nigga had his own wanted picture in that motherfucker. Was like, hey, y'all niggas ain't catching me,
Hey,
nigga. I'm doing the race, nigga. I'm out of here, nigga.
With
Them
the
niggas
trap
over there.
music and the drill music, the YNs took the whole nother level from
Them
smoking
niggas.
on op packs. Like it's crazy.
Them niggas don't give a fuck out there, bruh. That drill, that trap that drill is totally different from the trap, but at the same time, it came from the trap music.
You know, even something like the Detroit sound, I feel like that's a mixture of trap music and Bay area together.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a mixture of the trap music and the Bay area
I hear
together.
it.
That's what I hear when I hear like the Detroit sound.
Like the mic, the RMC
Yeah,
mics,
like
Rio,
MC Reels, all the OG Reels, all them. I hear like a trap sound mixed with the bass sound, kind of got that Detroit sound.
because it got that bounce to it,
But it's
it
still like
also
the
got
trap
that
drums.
trap. Yeah.
And like the subject matter is still heavy trap subject matter. Like they rap on more trap shit than They is in the South right now.
Them
But
niggas
them
rap
Money Back
about-
Yo and all them
Them
and
niggas rap about
Lil Baby and them.
whatever the fuck is on their mind at the time when they in the booth. Literally.
Bro.
I just sold Mike a half and he only paid me 20. Like,
Whoa.
damn, nigga, like nigga, what?
Whoa.
Like them niggas really be like, and that's the sound in their music does sound like they're whatever the fuck come in their mind is what they're gonna say on that track. But that shit is dope as fuck though.
Like the trap sound, I feel like I said earlier, like the trap
Real
sound,
free.
man, like the trap sound, it really took over hip hop for
Yeah.
like a good 10 years. Like I feel like now we getting different stuff, but before that, if it wasn't trap, it was like a West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, it was like the West Coast YG, Ty Dolla $ign sound, and it was a trap sound. It was either or for 10 years, or you was on some J. Cole Kendrick shit.
Yep.
And to do that, you had to be super hard to even get heard, because nobody was trying to hear that unless you was super hard. So let's get into the IG polls for this week for our trap music episode.
What y'all have to say, Insta?
Ooh, Instagram and Threads, I've been mixing them both together. So
Shout out Threads.
for the first one we're going to do is, what's the ultimate trap anthem? And the 4 choices was Waka Flocka's Hard in the Paint, Future's March Madness, Rick Ross BMF, Migos Bad and Bougie.
What?
We'll go ahead and talk about all 4 songs, then we'll go over the people's votes.
Number 1. Why was it that the Jeezy's in them motherfuckers?
I was
That
trying
would have got an automatic win.
Yeah, but I was trying to space it out with the young, old. I feel like I already had the Rick Ross. I was like, I got Future, I got Waka Flocka, I got Migos kind of for the YNs.
Cause alright, so I would answer. Alright, so we're gonna go through all of those.
Who use Jeezy as honorable? You can throw honorable mention in there.
Yeah, I'll throw my honorable mention. I would say, I'll say motherfucking Go Crazy.
That's a dope boy classic right there.
That's a dope boy anthem. That's the dope boy anthem right there.
That is. That's one of those ones.
That go.
Even the remix with the whole verse. You brought Hove to the trap.
I surrenders the rap. That nigga, yeah, I'll say that. But alright, what's the top 4
We had
again?
Waka Flocka's Hard in the Paint.
Okay.
Future's March Madness.
Okay.
Rick Ross BMF.
Okay.
Migos Bad and Bougie.
I'll say which one it ain't.
Go ahead.
It ain't Bad and Bougie. I'll be honest. Me personally, it ain't out of all those 3. It ain't Bad and Bougie. Bad and Bougie don't make me want to go trap.
I agree. When it comes to trap,
It do not make me want to go out and trap. I'll be completely honest. Now BMF, I like the beat on that motherfucker. Now the second nigga on that motherfucker that went on that shit, yeah, Styles P. I got more guns than Red Dead Redemption, 9 mils, 50 clip extensions. That nigga was gassing.
Shout out to Styles P.
Shout out to Styles P. Yeah, shout out Lex Luger on the beat too.
And the crazy story behind that record, Rick Ross sent him that beat on accident. He was supposed to send him something else. But he sent the verse back. He was like, "Damn, I gotta keep it. Like, I can't just not use this verse. Like, I can't just not use this verse. Like."
But the reason why I still iffy on that song is because Jeezy murdered that nigga Rick Ross on that.
I forgot they was beefing at that time.
Yeah. You blow up buddy fast. You ain't part of the crew. Nigga was gassing that nigga on that shit.
Yeah.
And then what was the first one again?
Then you had Future's March Madness.
Oh yeah, I gotta give it to I gotta give it to March
Madness. That beat was so crazy. Then it was Future murder that shit like.
No chocolate. That shit was
one of those,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to listen to that shit on the way to the crib.
He said, March Madness.
That motherfucker slap. Yeah, I give it to March Madness. And then you got Waka Flocka Hard in the Paint. That motherfucker just make you amp. I would
That's
say,
like the crunk trap we was talking about.
yeah. I'll say I'll listen to that before I go to the club or something. Nah, I'll probably be ready to fight once I get inside. They play that in the club. It's just like playing some Scrappy.
Some little John,
Or some
you
Lil
don't want no
Jon.
problem. I give you the same type of energy. I give you the same type of energy. Like, that beat right there, Lex Luger, was just. Waka Flocka was just that type of artist that gave me that crunk feel.
Yeah.
Like, he never really rapped about trapping. He just used trap beats
Trap
and he was
beats,
under Gucci.
Yeah.
You know that? On the OG and trap, he was under Gucci.
Yeah, Waka Flocka, yeah. That Rooster Ever Rory.
You know, he had an OG over there that was real trap nigga making real trap music.
Mhm.
But man, the people, this is the people they
Wait,
Go ahead, man.
I forgot another mention. OJ the Juice Man, Trap Say A.
That's the ultimate trap anthem. That
Yeah.
beats, I don't know why that beats all these. You talking about
Make
ultimate
the
trap anthem?
say, hey,
That beats
quarter
all
brick,
these.
apple brick, old brick, hey. Quarter pound, apple pound, old pound, hey. Yeah, that's all he had to say throughout the whole song. The Gucci hopped on that motherfucker. Yeah, I'll say my two top trap anthems would be Go Crazy with Hove and Trap Say Hey by OJ the Juice Man.
I
Hey!
fuck with both of those songs better than everything else. I'm not even gonna lie. I slapped both of those this week. Get ready for this episode. I listened to all these songs, but I slapped those like over when I heard them. Like,
No,
that's
that,
my
and
shit.
those shits you could play over and over.
Like that OJ brought back in time. Like,
Man.
I remember we first heard that. Nigga, it was just brought back in time. Like,
Rest in peace, Buddy Ant. That nigga was
Man.
the first nigga to put me on that motherfucker with his Ultima with 412s in that motherfucker. Though. You couldn't hear none of the words. All you heard was the beat in that motherfucker. He played that shit out and he played that 612s by Webby. Cause
Oh,
it was
yeah.
had nothing but beat in
Beat
that
in it,
motherfucker. So he just boom, boom. So now I knew the trap say, yeah, with him and L Dog, nigga. Now that's how I knew the trap music, the trap aspect, the culture, the whole nine. You feel me? They was the teachers of the trap. So I do gotta give a shout out to both of my brothers that's rested in peace right now. You know, they teaching me the game still. I'm still keeping the game going, you know, keeping trap alive. Trapping ain't dead, niggas just scared.
trapping ain't dead.
Trapping ain't dead, niggas just scared. Niggas just playing, they don't want no bread. Keep trap alive. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hat that say that.
Keep trap alive.
Keep trap alive.
Brandon right there. Keep trap alive.
Yeah, I'm
That's
branding
hard.
that. Keep trap alive.
Yeah, so the people, so out of those four, they voted. March Madness won on Instagram and Threads.
Oh yeah.
Came in at number 1. But come close, I will mention that was like a second. Waka Flocka did got some votes.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Ross BMF did okay. Bad and Bougie come last in each one. And I believe it's the same thing we both
Who?
said. Only trap thing on it is the beat.
Yeah. That's little, cause Uzi. Yeah, I
Nothing
don't
trap
think
about
the
Uzi. Nothing trap about Uzi. You can't call nothing trap Uzi on it.
Yeah.
That takes everything trap
Like, nah, that ain't what.
And we talk about new age trap. I still don't think about Uzi. Like I'll think about Travis Scott more than the little Uzi when it comes to trap.
Yeah,
but I
I
agree
get
with
that,
you said
yeah.
earlier. Like in today's times, in the last 5 years, he's rock star more than
Yeah.
trap. Like his trap stuff is before 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Everything 2020 and after, probably even before 2020, is all rock star.
Stars. Yeah, the up tempo.
Yeah.
Let's turn this motherfucker up. And let
Well,
him
he's
go.
far away from the trap air and the sound now.
No, yeah, that nigga tripping right now. That nigga WWE'd out. Nigga slapping the shit
Making
out of
that
Cody
money.
Rhodes. Pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga slap Cody Rhodes, man. Bust that nigga eardrum out. That nigga is making bread now. But I wouldn't put him. Compared to the greats of the trap, I'll put his first early. Yeah, as you said, the Rodeo album and that motherfucker. I would give him that. But as you said, the last 5 years,
Even
nah.
in the trap sound.
Mm-mm.
Like that's why I said I had to agree with you said. Like I agree with you said. Like early, yeah, nah.
Yep.
Like We said like T.I., you mentioned T.I., like T.I. still came back to that trap sound on paper.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he had big radio hits, but
he
he'll
still
give
came
you
back
a trap.
to
He'll give you some trap shit on the album still.
You see Jeezy, Gucci, they never left them.
Yeah, they'll still give you like if they had a big radio signal, they'll give you that trap.
Even when Future ventures off and do other music, he still has that trap sound. When he does music with The Weeknd, when he do music with Drake, other artists, it still has that trap sound. Damn, I was about to say another. Shout out to the Trap Soul department. You got damn, I forgot about Bryson Tiller. You got Lucky Day. I was just listening to that shit on the way here.
What's his name? Brent.
Yeah, Brent Fayez. That's my dog too. So shout out to the Trap Soul. Shout out to the whole trap genre.
Man. So the grand finale question for this episode is who is the king of trap? T.I., Jeezy, Gucci, or Future?
Alright.
And this isn't that we're not saying who started. This is who's the king. Like who takes the stamp for the trap.
T.I. is the elder.
He's the founder.
What's the name? Jeezy. He's the king. I'll crown Jeezy the king. I'll say Gucci would be like the whatever under the king, the next person that would be the king. Future would be like the jester or the prince.
Yeah, Future's like the prince of the trap.
Yeah.
I feel like Future's like the new the prince of the trap. Like I agree with that one. And T.I. won, of course, because he made trap music.
Yeah.
But like we said earlier, I feel like Jeezy's really...
Jeezy's really, he put that motherfucker, the trap on it. He was talking about that shit, like the cutting it up, the baking it, the selling it, the scaling it.
Don't get caught with it.
Yeah.
He gave you all
the
aspects
times
of
where
the
you
trap.
do get caught with that motherfucker, what to do, like, you feel me, how different ways to bag it, different shipping, you feel me, like, niggas actually did that shit. But at the same time, and this is what I would say, the shit now, it did fuck up the trap, though.
Oh, everything's out there, bro.
Up the trap bad. Nowadays, it ain't like it was back in the day. Back in the day, you could get some shit off, you could buy for the low and really get it off for the high. Like, you could buy low, sell high back in the day. But nowadays, you're going to have to sell low. Yeah. You're going to have to buy low and sell low. If not, you're not going to have no clientele. You got to be that nigga that just, you feel me, that has a lot of clientele in order to do that shit. But they did fuck up the track. The out-of-towners taxing them motherfuckers, like the whole nine, all that. They did fuck up the trap. But at the same time, I do love trap music and I do love the aspect of it. I would say Jeezy would be the king of the trap. Jeezy. Or they would say T.I., but he did start. I would say he's one of the founders. He do get recognition of that motherfucker, but nah, that crown goes to Jeezy.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I feel like it's Jeezy really the king. I feel like you said T.I. is the founder started, but Jeezy really put that stamp on trap. Like he gave you that detailed trap music with that first debut album. Like that's trap. Like there's no way around it. Like you said, Future's like the prince of it now, but he has like a swag to it.
Yep.
Like he's giving you
he dressed it up,
fly shit to the trap.
Mm-hmm.
But he got that raw shit too.
He
like
gave you the emotions of that motherfucker.
Yeah, so that was our IG post for the trap episode. Man, so we did a full episode on trap music, dove into the beginning stages of it before T.I. put the name on it, after T.I. put the name on it, where we at now, even got into the females of it.
Yep.
So check us out. You know, if we're missing something, leave it in the comments. You want to add something? Your favorite trap artist, your favorite trap album, favorite trap song.
Whatever that y'all want to listen to.
Your favorite trap era, because we had, good 20 years. 20 years of trap music. Almost 25 years of trap music. So you told your favorite 3 years or 5 years of trap music. Favorite time is the T.I. Jeezy Gucci time. Is it the Rich Homie Quan, Young Thug, 2 Chainz time, or the Future Migos?
Future Migos, yep.
Travis Scott time, like what we at right now, like is it the Memphis trap with Moneybagg Yo and Pope Shiesty?
Is it the drill?
Yeah, the drill.
You know, so there's different type of aspects. Is it the trap soul? So let us know your favorite aspect of the trap scene. What you trap to, whatever. What makes you go get up and go get money? Cause trapping ain't all about selling drugs. It's about getting your product out. So what makes you get up and get to the money? Go ahead and leave it in the comments.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll be back next week with our episode on hip hop and justice. Where we get into our conscious artists, our hip hop justice system. You know, artists that actually had a meaning to the message to their a message to their words and their subject matter when it comes to the flow and the rhymes. That brings us to the end of this episode. Catch us next week.
MOD, don't forget the motherfucking baby.
You heard. We out.
Peace.
Yeah, we on Hip Hop Raise Me podcast. I got my son on here with me today. He's gonna answer the $1 million question for him. What's your all-time favorite hip hop group?
Wu-Tang.
Why Wu-Tang?
Because I got to watch the Wu-Tang series with you. You taught me how hip hop raised you.
Ha, you heard that, people? Hip Hop Raised Me. Who raised you? Go out and get your Hip Hop Raised Me t-shirt. Support the podcast, support hip hop culture. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. $20 a shirt. Get your Hip Hop Raised Me logo t-shirt. More hip hop merch coming soon.